We're going to talk about our reverb setup at SAE and talk about how the board is normaled, because I do want you to start being able to get into reverb, sending reverb and stuff like that. And just kind of, this video will be there to help you. Again, I don't expect you to have everything just in your brain. That's why you got to take your notes. But there's a couple of words here to remember: zero out and normal. Zero out's when you're done at the end of the day. Return the gear to its settings, to its start positions. And then normal is how the gear is set up before you do any patching. And we talked about that. I know Kia mentioned it to y'all as well. So that's normaling. How reverb is normaled at SAE is it's normaled from aux 1 and 2. The reverb on the Mackie 1604 is also aux 1 and 2. And if we have this set up, it's actually really easy to see on the Mackie. You got aux 1 goes to the input on the reverb, and then the output of the reverb comes back into our aux return. At SAE, the way we have that set up for the Audient is the aux 1 and 2 are for the MIDI verb, stereo input number 1, and it goes to stereo input number 1, sorry. So aux 1 and 2 here goes to the Lisa's MIDI verb, and then it comes back into stereo input number 1. So our reverb is normaled into stereo input number 1. So that means that if you wanted to have reverb on a vocal, what you have to do is you have to send from aux 1 and 2, which means you turn up aux 1 and 2. Then you also have to make sure you turn up the aux masters for 1 and 2, which is over here, number 2. This section here is your number 3 is your aux masters. And then the aux send for each channel is right on that channel. If you remember, it's the one that says aux on that channel. And then you have to go to your stereo input number 1, which is right over here, and push that mix button. The mix button is this one right there, this little button right there. That's our mix button. And then turn up the level. And at this point, you should hear some reverb. If you've got your aux number 1 is sending from the channel, and your master aux master is turned up, that's sending as well. Then once you turn this up on the stereo input return, you'll be hearing the reverb come back to you. Okay, so you do not have to patch anything. It's only 4 steps, and it's all right here in your notes. So sending a sound to reverb at SAE, turn up aux sends 1 and 2 on the channel you want to send to the reverb. Turn up your aux masters 1 and 2. Set up your stereo input 1. Push the mix button. Set up stereo input number 1. Turn up the level, and then you should be hearing the reverb with no patching required. So that's a really useful thing there. We're not going to talk about inserts today because we need to kind of stop there. We'll talk about inserts on Wednesday and give you a day to kind of go into there. If you've already signed up, I've already put you on the list, and we'll talk about that in Zoom here in a minute because we can't get everybody in there immediately. But I just want to have it so everybody can get in, and you can do a rough mix, and you can have a little bit of reverb. You can do some EQs and some reverb and stuff like that. We don't need to worry about insert effects at this point quite yet. Okay, so we'll talk about insert effects and all the other stuff we missed, patching and insert effects on Wednesday. All right, cool.